Now, the University of York is part of the so-called plate glass generation established in the 1960s. Like Durham, it's collegiate to an extent. Also like Durham, it chooses to enter this competition as a single body. Their captain is a broadcaster and presenter whose self-titled YouTube channel has over 5 million subscribers and over 1 billion video views. On it, he produces educational videos on linguistics, engineering and technology, with recent titles including I Rode a Giant Mechanical Elephant, You Can Too. Let's hear them introduce themselves in the usual fashion. This is their captain.
Hello, I'm Tom Scott. I graduated in English Language and Linguistics and then an MA in Educational Studies in the early 2000s.
Fingers on the buzzers, here's your first starter for 10. What decade saw all of the following? The premiere of Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue, Alexander Fleming's discovery of penicillin, the first non-stop solo flight across the Atlantic.
York Scott.
1920s.
Correct. You get 3 questions on Christmas Island in the Indian Ocean. On the 25th of December 1643, Captain William Myners sailed past and named Christmas Island, approximately 345 kilometres south of which other island, the most populous on Earth?
Is it maybe Java?
Most populous island.
At that time.
Java, Indonesia, Australia?
Somewhere in Indonesia, we'll just say.
Probably Java.
We're going to say Java?
What's your thing?
Java.
Java is correct. In 1900, the island was annexed to the government of the Straits Settlements Crown Colony, which had its headquarters in which city?
Straits.
Straight.
Is that going to be Australia or New Zealand?
I would say New Zealand.
You'd say New Zealand?
I would say that.
So
I was
Auckland?
going to say
Auckland.
No, it's Singapore. In 1958, the island became an external territory of which country?
Australia.
Australia is correct. OK, 10 points for this. Bubble, heap, cube, shell.
York Scott.
Sort.
Salt is correct, yes. Right, your bonuses are on comets. The appearance of a great comet in 44 BC was taken by many in Rome as a sign of the deification of which political figure?
44 BC.
44 BC.
Political figure. Oh, it must be. Would it be Herod?
Nominate.
Herod?
No, it's Julius Caesar. In 1994, Shoemaker-Levy 9 collided with which body in the solar system, an event observed by the Galileo spacecraft?
Jupiter.
Correct. Visible from the Earth most recently in 1986, which comet is depicted on the Bayeux Tapestry during its 1066 appearance?
Halley.
Correct, well done. Begin to take a picture round. For your picture starter, you'll see a standard symbol used in electrical circuit diagrams. For 10 points, name the component it represents.
York Scott.
Diode?
Specifically?
No.
Durham Chapman.
Light emitting diode?
Correct.
Oh.
10 points for this. The work known in translation as Land of the Mountains, Land by the River is the national anthem of which European country, whose highest mountain is the Grossglockner, and which...
Durham Parson.
Germany.
No, you lose 5 points, and which lies predominantly in the basin of the River Danube.
We can't come.
You may not confer.
York Kind.
Austria.
Austria is correct, yes. For your bonuses, you get 3 questions on an African country. Settled in 1822 by freed American slaves, which country is Africa's oldest republic? It became independent in 1847.
Liberia? Liberia?
Yes.
Australia?
Liberia.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liberia.
Liberia is correct. In 1824, the city that was to become the capital of Liberia was named in honour of which US president who had financially supported the settlement project?
Okay. It's capital of Liberia.
First 1824.
1824.
Would be something like Adamstown or something like that. I don't know.
I'm happy to try it. No other.
Let's try. I don't know.
Adamstown?
No, it's James Monroe, as in Monroeville. In 2005, which Liberian politician and economist became the first woman to be elected head of state of an African country? She was awarded the 2011 Nobel Peace Prize.
I've got no idea, I'm afraid.
It's something like Karangi or Karangi. Something I can't remember. It's something like.
Nominate.
Is it Karangi? It's.
No, it's not. It's Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Okay. No.
10 points for this. The name of which branch of philosophy appears in Latin following the word principia in the title of a 1903 work by G.E. Moore? In English, after the word practical in the title of a 1979 work by Peter Singer, and after Eudemion and Nicomachean in the usual titles of two works by Aristotle. Anyone want to bust
York
York?
Woodward.
Is it ethics?
Ethics is correct. These bonuses are on the Indian singer Lata Mangeshkar, who died in February 2022. In Indian cinema, which English word precedes the word singer to indicate artists such as Mangeshkar, who recorded songs for films to which actors then lip-sync? Such singers are usually used widely in South Asian film and often have similar status to the actors themselves.
Thoughts? Back up. Ghost.
What's that like? What's the French word for
It's specifically
chanteurs?
a word before singer, though. So,
Before singer. Okay.
I would
back
go
up.
with ghost, maybe.
ghost.
Yeah.
No, it's playback singer.
Okay. Good try. Yeah.
In January 1963, Mangeshkar gave a notable live performance of Kavi Pradeep's song, O People of My Country, commemorating soldiers who died in the previous year's conflict between India and which country?
sorry?
Just trying to think. Okay,
What year was
okay,
it?
the option. 63.
1963.
So we've got India and it could be maybe. Well, the split. There was the Pakistan.
Let's go with
We
it.
just do
Pakistan.
That's China.
Okay.
In which 2004 film by Michel Gondry does Kate Winslet's Clementine play songs by Mangeshkar in her apartment while she entertains Joel, played by Jim Carrey?
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. Right? Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Correct. Well done. Right, we're going to take a music round now. For your music starter, you'll hear a piece of jazz which is based on another well-known piece of Christmas music. For 10 points, simply name the original piece.
York Scott.
The Nutcracker Suite.
Specifically,
Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
it is the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy, of course. OK, that was Duke Ellington's version of the Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy from Tchaikovsky's Ballet the Nutcracker. Your three bonus questions are other pieces of jazz that are based on or quote well-known Christmas tunes. Firstly, please name the original piece of music adapted here.
Okay, this is Have Yourself a Merry Little.
Yeah, this is Have Yourself a
Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas.
That is correct. Secondly, name the original piece adapted here.
Sit there.
Good King Wenceslas.
Good King
yeah.
Wenceslas.
Good King Wenceslas is correct. Finally, will you name the Canadian virtuoso jazz pianist in this?
No, any Canadian
Dave
virtuoso.
Brubeck.
Oscar, please.
Let's go with Oscar. I don't know any Canadian jazz
Yeah.
pianists, so
Dave Brubeck.
No, it's Oscar Peterson.
Sorry.
That's okay. It's worth a try.
The operas Gawain and the Minotaur and the orchestral work The Triumph of Time and the saxophone concerto Panic are among works by which Accrington-born composer who died in April 2022?
York Kent.
Harrison Birtwistle.
Harrison Birtwistle is correct. Right, three bonuses on the founder of modern genetics, Gregor Mendel, who was born in 1822. Mendel established key laws of inheritance by conducting experiments with distinct varieties of which leguminous plant, known binomially as Pisum sativum.
I think it's corn.
I think it's...
It's peas and peas. He used peas and corn.
So which one do you want to go with?
Okay, I'm going to go with corn.
Corn.
No, it's peas.
Oh, sorry.
Unlucky.
What genetic concept introduced by Mendel is used to indicate greater influence of one variant or allele of a gene over another?
Dominance.
Dominance.
Sorry.
Dominate.
Sorry, dominance. Yeah.
Dominance is correct. Mendel observed that traits are transmitted independently of each other. This was called into question by the discovery that genes were located on which thread-like structures within cell nuclei?
DNA.
Is that DNA or is that ribosomes?
No, it's DNA.
DNA.
Chromosomes was what I was looking for, but we'll accept DNA. Another starter question. The 5 rivers after which the Punjab is named are tributaries of which larger river that rises in western Tibet and meets the Arabian Sea to the southeast of Karachi?
York Scott.
Ganges?
No? Right, we're going to take a picture round now. For your picture starter, you'll see a snow scene by a well-known artist. For 10 points, please give me the name of the artist.
York Kent.
Monk.
Monk is correct. Snow scene. Your picture bonuses are 3 further snow scenes. In each case, I want you to name the artist. Firstly,
Any ideas?
I really don't have any ideas on this.
Take a punt on it.
Okay.
I'm going to take
It
a
looks,
guess if no
it
one
looks
else does.
modern. Yeah, you take a guess.
Take a guess.
Magritte.
no, it's Van Gogh. Secondly,
what's the name?
That's Hokusai.
Nominate.
Hokusai.
Hokusai is correct. And finally,
Oh,
Bruegel.
it's Lowry.
Bruegel.
It's Bruegel.
Bruegel.
Okay, Bruegel.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Bruegel.
2-1. Bruegel.
correct. 10 points for this. What vital sign used to evaluate health is measured at systole and diastole?
York Scott.
Blood pressure.
Blood pressure is correct. Well done. Your bonuses this time are on English words of Persian origin. In each case, identify the word from the description. Firstly, a term for a canine scavenger, the golden species of which can be found from southeast Europe to southern Asia. This word appears in the title of a 1971 thriller by Frederick Forsyth.
Jackal.
Jackal. Jackal.
Jackal is correct. Shrubs or vines native to tropical and some temperate areas that are popular as ornamentals and bear fragrant white, pink or yellow flowers that are used to make perfume and tea.
It's not rose, is it?
I was thinking jasmine.
I think jasmine.
No, jasmine.
What were you
Okay,
thinking?
just try jasmine then.
What were you going
I was
for?
going to go for gardenia, but jasmine sounds better.
Jasmine.
Jasmine is correct. Historically, a group of people, especially traders or pilgrims, travelling together across a desert. It can now mean a covered wagon or a vehicle equipped for living.
Yes.
Caravan.
Caravan is correct. 10 points for this. The Scottish sailor Alexander Selkirk, who lived on an uninhabited island off the coast of Chile for over 4 years, was the inspiration for the protagonist of which 1719 novel by Daniel?
York Kent.
Robinson Crusoe.
Correct. These bonuses are on a historical event. The 1917 revolution in which the Bolsheviks seized power in Petrograd is known by what name after the month of the Julian calendar in which it took place?
September.
I was thinking either September or November, but I don't know which. You were
I was
thinking
going to say September, but it
I'll
might
go for
be.
it.
You go for that.
September.
No, it's October.
Oh.
During the October Revolution, the Red Guard stormed which building that housed the Russian Provisional Government and has been the official residence of the Tsar?
Is that the Winter Palace?
Could be.
Any other guesses? The Winter Palace.
The Winter Palace is correct. Which Russian composer subtitled his 1927 Symphony No. 2 to October, commissioned for the 10th anniversary of the October Revolution?
Tchaikovsky.
Tchaikovsky.
I think it's either Tchaikovsky or
Shostakovich
Shostakovich.
much later.
Okay.
He's 20th
Tchaikovsky.
century.
Tchaikovsky.
No, it's Shostakovich. 10 points for this. Guide to Citizens' Assemblies, This Is Not a Drill, and Challenge Everything are among the publications of which environmental movement, formally launched by a declaration outside the Houses of Parliament in 2018?
York Scott.
Extinction Rebellion.
Extinction Rebellion is correct. These bonuses are on chemistry. Which indicator, blue in bases and red in acidic solutions, is derived from several species of lichens?
Definitely. Litmus.
Litmus is correct. What is the common name of the plant in the Capitata group of Brassica oleracea, which, thanks to the presence of a class of chemicals called anthocyanins, can be used to produce an indicator solution?
Cabbage.
Red cabbage.
Is it,
right?
yeah.
Red cabbage.
Correct. What is the common English name of the spice derived from a plant of the ginger family that turns yellow in acidic conditions but a reddish-brown in basic solutions?
Turmeric. If it's yellow.
I don't think it's
Yeah,
in-
let's try.
Ginger family sounds
Try
right.
turmeric.
Turmeric.
Turmeric is correct. 10 points for this. Involving the oxidation of impurities in crude iron, the Bessemer process was the first inexpensive process used in the production of which metal alloy?
Your kind.
Steel.
Steel is correct. Your bonuses are on animals whose names differ by a single letter, such as mouse and moose. Identify each pair from the definition. Firstly, a wild member of the pig family and a mammal of the family Ursidae.
Boar and bear.
Or-
Boar and bear.
Yes, you're right, of course, but you were just after the gong, at which Durham had 45 against the University of York alumni team who had 200. York, congratulations to you. 200 is the best score we've had so far, I think.
Great. Thank you.
So we should look forward to seeing you in the semi-finals, probably. It's goodbye from the alumni from York,
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
and it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.